Alright guys, welcome back to the Titans rebuild. We're on week 8, facing the Arizona Cardinals. We are on our 2-game skid, 2 close games, but lost by 3 points to both the Chiefs and then the Seattle Seahawks. But we got a chance to get back on track here against the Cardinals. I want to take a look across some stats for the league. It is, the midway point-ish. I know, it's an uneven amount of games, but week 8 is still the trade deadline in the NFL. I took a look around to try to see what we could get for some players like Okonkwo, who we don't plan on re-signing, and the offers were very weak. So I just don't think we're gonna make any big-time trades. We are 5-2. There's no reason that we need to absolutely shake up the roster or anything like that. But we are gonna go ahead and take a look around the league. Buffalo on top of the AFC East. Baltimore 5-2 on top of the AFC North. Jacksonville and us, the Titans, are tied at 5-2. Denver 4-3 for the AFC West. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats. We're 6th in the NFL for offensive yards, 7th for defense, so we're not doing horrible. Passing wise, let's look at, we're just under 2,000 yards, 65% completion, 15-5 touchdowns, so a 3-to-1 ratio. I like that ratio. We've been sacked 13 times. Rushing wise, Dowdle is leading us because when we traded away Pollard, so Spears could take over, he was hurt. So Dowdle played like 5 weeks when Spears didn't. Maybe not 5 full weeks, but you get the gist. So Spears will eventually take over that lead, but he's got 171 yards, averaging 5.7 a carry. He's only got 1 touchdown on the season. Dowdle's got 3 and 227 yards. Receiving wise, Calvin Ridley leading us, tied with Burks for both 23 receptions. Ridley with 515 yards, Burks with 455. Our tight end Skis being our 3rd leader, and our rookie Jose Long, who had that really bad fumble on the kickoff return that cost us the Seahawks game last week. 5 touchdowns for both Ridley and Keys, 4 for Burks, none for our rookie, and 1 for Dowdle. So, passing wise, it kind of mostly goes to these 3 guys, and that makes a lot of sense. Blocking wise, Skoronski, our left side is, even though they're the best overalls, they're giving up the most sacks. Will Hernandez, I think, is the highest overall on the line. I think he's an 80. He's given up 2, along with Dan Moore, who's showing as a left tackle, but he plays right tackle for us. He's given up 2. Cushenberry he's only given up 1. So our center's playing all right. A couple of these guys, like Petit Frere, he played until we got Dan Moore. He didn't give up any sacks up until that point. I think he's only like a 66 overall, so I do think he was playing above his weight class, if you will. Let's take a look at the rest of the NFL here, passing-wise. Oh, wow. Knapp is actually leading the NFL in passing yards by 6. Bo Nix is in 2nd. Touchdown-wise, Joe Burrow leading with 18. Mahomes with 17. And Knapp and Michael Penix Jr. tied for 15 apiece. So, our rookie quarterback's up there with the best in the league. He is a 79 overall now, so he's not playing bad. Bo Nix, though he is 2nd in the league for passing yards, he is 1st in interceptions and has thrown more interceptions than touchdowns at the moment, 12-14. Richardson, 1-to-1 ratio, 13-13 for touchdowns and picks. J.J. McCarthy, 12-13. Stafford, 10-11. Trevor Lawrence, 11-9. Derek Carr, 10-8. Completion percentage-wise, Lamar Jackson, 72%, with 8 touchdowns, 3 picks. C.J. Stroud, Derek Carr, Joe Burrow, and Caleb Williams all in the 70% marks. So not bad. Yards per game, obviously we are leading that just above Bo Nix, not even a full yard. Rating-wise, so far, best rating in the league. on average. Best yards per attempt. Geno Smith with the longest pass of the year so far. The most sacked quarterback would be Tua. That's not surprising. He gets sacked a lot in real life, too. Jalen Hurts, with the way he runs a lot, makes sense. Drake May, that's not a great O-line. Michael Penix as well, Atlanta. So, those are kind of some of the stats for QBs. Let's take a look at some rushing stats. Derrick Henry leading the league with only 92 attempts. Then you got Josh Jacobs, Bijan Robinson, Najee Harris. Wish he was doing that in real life. Steelers have dropped 3 in a row now, including the game on Christmas to the Chiefs, so it's hard to watch. J.K. Dobbins, and then Tony Pollard, who probably got about half of those yards with us, is having a pretty good season. He's got 7 touchdowns on the year. Having a good season up there in New England. Hopefully they do get him a new contract. Let's see if they signed him. Nope. Okay. So they haven't re-signed him yet. He is still on that same deal that we traded him on. Nick Chubb down there, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, only 416 yards. A lot of guys up over 400 yards. Only 2 over 500. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this game with the Cardinals. And I'll see you guys on the field. All right. Looks like we are kicking off first. Stonehouse sending it away. I'll be interested to see how this Carolina offense is run, I suppose. They are 2-5 on the year, and it doesn't look like they have Kyler Murray. Number 15 appears to be the quarterback. Not sure who that is at the moment. Clayton Tune, 514 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. It's not a lot of yards. I'm thinking, excuse me. I'm thinking Kyler Murray might be hurt. We'll take a look at the injury report here real quick. Yeah, Kyler Murray, fractured shoulder blade. He's out for 2 weeks. So we're facing a backup quarterback with the Cardinals. So I expect them to run this ball a lot more. We did game plan for that. Game plan for them running the ball up the middle. So that's kind of going to be our focus. But if we can get some turnovers, if they want to try to pass the ball with their backup. Good hit of Wouzier. They did get the first down. I'm going to run this middle linebacker blitz. I'm going to take over Baker here. Bring him down. There we go, Landry. Nice tackle. Only a gain of 4. Trey McBride last week had 6 catches, 75 yards. Not bad. No touchdowns. I don't like how we lined up for that. We're just going to switch this to a Tampa 2. We'll take over Baker, cover the middle. It's a run. It's a good run. Good run for Benson. I think that's his name. Okay, there we go. Held him to nothing. We're going to run a lot of blitzes this game. I mean, trust our corners and our safeties to be able to cover. There we go. There we go, Diggs. To be able to cover, especially long enough that, a low awareness guy like a backup quarterback is going to be able to find anybody. Unfortunately, so far it's not working. Good tackle, Baker. We were in there with McCreary too. If that's a play action or if that's a pass, we get the sack. But unfortunately, they do get that ball off. Pick up a 3. Incomplete pass there. I was worried there for a second. We are going to give some cushion here. I don't know why we're... Oh, I don't want to be on a D-line here. Now tackle him, please. We're on Sweat. And there we go. Okay. Baker's got good awareness, so I'm glad he was able to react to that. I'm going to shift the line left here. Alright, now we're going to pinch it as a pass. Come on! There's no way. Alright, I mean, they took, what, 5 minutes off the clock, drove all the way down. Nice, slow, methodical drive. Score a touchdown on our defense. It's okay. You know, as long as we answer back with a score straight away. Jackson to return the kick. Good return, all the way up to the 40. Hell of a return for Jackson. Here's Nat, the league leader in passing yards. Only by 6. He's beating Bo Nix by 6 yards. But Bo Nix has a lot more interceptions than we do. So, you know, 3-to-1 ratio for our touchdowns to interceptions. We'll take that every day of the week. I do want to get our ground game going. You know, I want Spears to level up, get more experience. He's only got like 170 yards on the season. 94 of those coming last year. If he's hurt, okay. They got to knock it off with these animations. I mean, like him just huddling the ground right there. I really thought we were going to lose him again. If he gets hurt twice in 1 year, then I would have really started to... Okay. I would have really started to regret the Tony Pollard trade. At least Pollard was staying healthy. I just realized we did get McCole Hardman back, and that throw was horrible. I mean, it was a very inaccurate throw. Not that one, but the one off of the play action. I don't know if maybe it's because his feet weren't set or what, but it was a very bad throw. Just pick up what you can. There we go. Gain of 4. Didn't expect to get 4 there, but we will take it. Ooh, picked up and dropped, but you know, 3rd and 1. Just gonna keep running this ball. I like the way we've looked running it to this left side. We're gonna keep doing that. There we go. Spears find a hole all the way up to the 31. That'll be the end of the first quarter. We're down 7-0. Alright, we're going to run this mesh spot here. I like Spears on this play. It does look like it's going to be a man-to-man. If we can just wait it out, get it to Spears over the top. Ah! I think we just needed to put that ball just a little bit further. Yeah, at least it didn't get picked. Oh, okay. I mean, our line just got blown up there. Pretty sure he beat 2 people on that play to make that tackle. Both Skoronsky and Litham are left guard and right tackle, left tackle respectively. Ridley, there we go. 3rd and 14, pick up the first down. It's his first catch of the day, I believe. You know, with Hardman being back, we got Burks back in the slot, which I do like. Fuck! Oh, of course he's gonna return it, man. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I did not want to throw to Hardman there. Alright. So now we're down 14-0 in the first half to a 2-5 team. You know, this is a rough stretch of games for us so far. Or at least a rough 9 quarters. You know, we wasted that great field goal, or that great Who's hurt? Oh, okay. Golston's hurt. We're just gonna sub Anderson. Anyways, wasted that, you know, great field position from the kickoff return all the way up to the 40. There we go, Ridley. All the way up to the 42. That's our 6th interception on the year for Knapp. Yeah, so we're not having a bad season with him. You know, 15 touchdowns to 6 picks. It's a good rookie year. You know, leading the league in passing yards. But that interception couldn't have came in a worse time. You know, we're already down 7-0. Throw it into a spot where your guy has no chance to even get it. And then they return it for a touchdown. You know, what, 90 yards? So that's unfortunate. I'm going to change Hardman to a post here. And then with that post, we will go to Ridley. Kept the safety towards the middle, and that's a touchdown. There we go. There we go. Good scheme. You know, changing Hardman to that post, it causes the safety to bite back towards the middle a little bit more. And we got Ridley on the corner route for the touchdown. I think that's like our 4th or 5th touchdown to Ridley off of corner routes. And he only has like, I think that's his 6th touchdown on the year. So those corner routes are definitely where you can see him beat corners. Routes where he just has to run in a straight line. He's not the fastest or biggest receiver, so he has to use that agility and the route running that he is good at to beat guys. And we're going to take advantage of that for as long as we can. And that's why we went out and we got a guy like McCole Hardman, who is a bit quicker, still a route runner. You know, that physical guy that we can just kind of throw the ball up over the top. Good hit. Good hit. Excuse me. All right, 2nd and 10. We'll take over Baker here. This doesn't look like it's going to be a run, but it could very well be a play action. It is not. Tackle him. What are we doing? 3rd and 5. Murray, back-to-back tackles. I mean, that should have been maybe a gain 2. Somehow he breaks that. I like Simmons off the edge here. Oh, that's a late hit, Sneed. What are you? Careful now. They are going to punt it, 4th and 4. He just ran out of bounds. All right, Long. You know, with McCole Hardman back, Long's not going to see the field on, you know, as often. It's one likely only going to be those punts. Really wide open there. So I do want to keep him on the punts and the kick returns, but if he has one more fumble like he did last week, especially one that gets returned for a touchdown, which in a game we then eventually lose. What? Come on. The way he just cuts across me like that, get the fuck out of here. Like, Keys has him beat by a step. I throw it in front of Keys. Come on. Okay, so this is what I see, right? Zoom in here a little bit. This is what I see. Keys is on the inside. If I throw this ball, Keys will continue to stay on the inside. And then he's going to phase. Like, look at his arm. His arm should be fucking broken. Like, what are we doing here? He just comes around me like that, jumps up, picks it. Like, tell me at what point in time. Like, look at his leg. That's not normal. He should trip or something. Like, he shouldn't be able to just get that ball. It's the one thing I don't like about Madden. Like, he literally just morphed into my guy to make that play. Hit him. Oh, I played that beautifully. Over the middle there. And then, yep. Alright. Oh, 2 picks in the first half. Less than 2 minutes to go to score. I'm flustered. That's fucking ridiculous. You know, I've played Madden for a very long time now. My entire life. I've grown up playing Madden. And these past few years are just the worst Maddens that I think I've ever played. You know, minus if you go all the way back to the nostalgic ones. Obviously, those weren't great for realism or anything. But this game on the higher difficulties, it's not that the game's more difficult. It's just shit that shouldn't happen. Like, why doesn't Ridley jump up there, try to turn around to catch the ball? Why does he continue to just put his arms out and run forward? That's not realistic. You know, just a couple Maddens ago, he would have, you know, turned, jumped, tried to catch the ball. But instead, it's this, where they're stuck in these simple animations, which cause shit like that! Like, what are we doing? That's fucking twice now. Like, that is a good fucking read. And yet he just adjusts to it perfectly. Like, that one is a little bit more believable. But come on. You know, I wish my fucking defense would react like the AI does. It's immaculate. I mean, why? He's got 2 or 3 steps on that corner. And somehow he can just undercut the route fucking perfectly. It's just frustrating. It really is, because I know I'm making the right read there, and I'm making a good throw. And then, like, he just jumps the route like that. It'd be different if I'm making a boneheaded decision, or I'm throwing it into double coverage. Come on, Ridley, break that time. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. No, I could have scored there, but I did want to waste some of the clock. I don't want them to have the ball back with any time left, because with the way this game's going, they're probably going to score with this 16 seconds. But Burke's there with the touchdown, you know, after Ridley's big play. Down 21-14. Took us 2 plays to go, 84 yards, 16 seconds. I don't like if you go back and you watch all the way from episode 1 until now, right? The first 5 games of the year, I mean, we dominated, both defensively and offensively. Minus like the very first game of the year, I think we threw like 3 picks that game, or 2 picks. We threw 2 picks, didn't have any touchdowns, but we still threw for like 200 yards. We ran the ball all over them, and we won, right? In the second game, I think we had a pick, but we had, 2 touchdowns, threw for like 200 yards, and we won. And then after that, from week 2 all the way up until this current game, before we've thrown 2 interceptions. So in a matter of 7 weeks, we had only thrown 2 interceptions. Good pick, Sneed. You might as well try to run it back. And then just all of a sudden, in the past 3 weeks, our offense can still score like crazy, but our defense can't stop a wet paper bag. We're throwing bad interceptions. We're getting bad drops, horrible fumbles. I mean, it's just... in the past 3 weeks, if anything can go wrong, it has gone wrong. You know, the Chiefs game started out, we're down 24-0 at halftime. You know, I think that's the worst start I've ever had in a Madden game, especially against an AI, right? Especially against the computer. And then we come back, we battle back, and we can't stop them. So they just continue to score, and we lose 34-31 after being down 24-0 at halftime. So we held them to, 10 points, and we scored 31.5. But when it mattered, at the very end, we couldn't stop them from scoring. Then you go to the Seahawks game. We're not letting their offense do anything, really, for, first 3 quarters. We score as much as we want, take the lead, going into the 4th quarter. Then they get a quick touchdown. They take the lead. We're down by 3 with like 4 minutes left. Not a big deal. We can just battle back, take that lead back, or at least tie it. The kickoff, we fumble it. They score. Now we're down by 10 with, 2 minutes to go. And the point that I'm trying to make here is that we were 5-0, and I don't think we should have been 5-0 at all. And I think Madden agreed, so it decided that we were winning too much, we were playing too good, so it was going to nerf us and made us lose. And if you ever played, sports game, and now we get McCole Hardman back and now Ridley, so on a running play. Anyways, if you've played these sports games, you know that, like, if you're playing too good, then all of a sudden, the other team just, an abdominal tear. Like, what the fuck is going on, Madden? Is that the only injury you have in this game? That's the only injury my players seem to get. What, like, are we not doing enough crunches that everyone's just hurting their fucking abdomen? Like we finally got healthy where we had no injuries. McCole Hardman was back on offense, which means we can move Burks to his more dominant position in the slot. And now we lose our leader in receptions and yards and touchdowns for 5 weeks. Like, we're not going to come back till week 14. Like I said, if anything could go wrong in the past 3 weeks, it has. Good tackle. Is that Diggs? I think that's Diggs. I think 28's Diggs. That's just really frustrating. Hey, way to push him back, and then Snead finishes it off. 3rd and 15. Alright, we know this is going to be a pass. Let's give some cushion, and let's line up on the outside. Yes, Baker. Let's just let him wide open. Hey, he fumbled it. There we go. McCreary. Hey, okay. Hey. I'll take it. I don't think we forced a turnover in quite a few weeks, so I will take that. Who hit him there? I don't even remember. Might have been the Woozier. And now our offensive line can't give us any time. Alright, 2nd and 10. We're down by 4. I like Hardman here. I no longer like Hardman here. We're just going to hit Keys over the middle. I mean, we have 309 yards and 2 touchdowns, as well as 2 picks, 13-22. So just over 50%. And we're not even to the 4th quarter. And I think the reason we are passing it so much is not because our running game isn't working, but it's because we're constantly losing, and we don't have the time to waste a bunch of time off the clock Because 9 times out of 10, our defense is just going to give up the score anyways. So we have to be able to score quick in order to, if they do score again, we can, you know, take the lead back or tie it back up. So it just puts us in a predicament where we don't get the opportunity to run the ball as much as we should. But we are running it here. I'm trying to get Spears his 2nd touchdown of the year. He's only got 1 on the season. He did miss a bunch of time. I mean, he fell forward there for a yard, but he did get hit in the backfield. This one's going to James Conner. And he runs it in. All right. We got the touchdown. That's all that matters. I don't care about individual stats. But James Conner, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's his first touchdown or not, actually. It might be. Seven plays, 40 yards, a little over 2 minutes. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, I'm very, 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 very tempted to turn off injuries. You know, I don't know what it is. Maybe adjusting the slider down is not a good idea. I don't know. You know, if you've made it to this point in the video, you can let me know. You know, what do you have your sliders set at for injuries? I think mine's set at 15. That's what came recommended. But I swear now, if there is an injury, it's, you know, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. It's an abdominal tear. Oh, another fumble. There we go. Judon recovered it. Hey, there we go. Baker with the fumble, or the forced fumble. Judon with the recovery. Booth review. I mean, I think it was clear. I think it was a clear fumble. I'm not sure. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You know, I swear now. Oh, never mind. He didn't. All right, let's get out of there. We're gonna be back on offense. You know, with turning the injury slider down, there might be less injuries. But I swear, if there is an injury at all, it's severe. It's, you know, a multiple week injury like an abdominal tear or the broken ribs. Those are the only injuries I swear I've ever seen. I mean, I think there's been 4 abdominal tears just this series. And we're only half a season in. Like, I don't know about you, but I've watched a lot of NFL. I haven't seen that many abdominal tears end up on an injury report. Oh, he's just wide open. I don't know what play that was, but I need that. I didn't change anything there. We were just running the base play that they were running. Good hit, Diggs. You know, if he breaks that, he's in for the touchdown. So this is what I was talking about. You know, we can't run the ball as much. Especially now, Spears hurt. But we can't run the ball as much. And take time off the clock. Because even if we do score, our defense just gives up the points anyways. Which leads to them taking the lead right back. And then, you know, we have even less time to try to score again. So I try to score as quick as possible. Like, Murray, it literally just put a hand up. Like, he threw that right over your head. It's frustrating. It's the AI in frustrating, or the AI in frustrating? The AI in Madden is frustrating, is what I'm trying to say. You know, I just right over the head of Murray there. And it's not like, you know, his back was turned or anything like that. Like, he's just sitting there on a curl route watching the quarterback. You know, something we don't do that often with Napa's scramble. But, you know, he's sitting there staring at the quarterback. Like, dude, it's okay. You can put a hand up. Something I just realized, this is James Conner's return to Arizona. He actually just got a 3-year extension in real life. just a few weeks ago. But, you know, Dowdle's the higher overall, so we're going to stick with him. I guess not. I lied. It is Connor. 4th and 1. I mean, we have to go for it. I don't even know why the computer's questioning it. We're down by 4 with 4 minutes left. Oh, thank you, Dowdle. I was about to be so pissed because he just squeezed through the line there like it was nothing to hit us in the backfield. Dowdle, thankfully, breaks that tackle. But we've lost 2 important parts of our offense today. Ridley and Spears. I mean, we've showed that we can play without Spears. You know, we can still run the ball between James Conner and Rico Dowdle. But our passing game is going to take a severe hit without Ridley. You know, he led us in receptions, yards, touchdowns, and, you know, for good reason. He's the best player on the team. Just a little outside there, pal. I like Dowdle on this mesh spot. Or Hardman here. Just kidding, we're just going to hit long. Oh, he held on. Okay, good catch, Long. Good catch. I don't know how he caught it, but he caught it. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Down by 4. You know, we're on a 2-game losing streak. I'm not sure what they're on at the moment, but they are 2-5. I don't like losing to 2-5 teams, so I'd rather not. Burks with the catch. There we go. 1st and 10. I think we're going to try to chew the clock here a little bit. That way, if we do score the touchdown, we take all the time off the clock. Because if we don't score here, then, you know, it's game over anyways. So we might as well not give them the opportunity to even have the ball. We're in a bit of a hurry up here. We're going to change this to a jet touch pass to Burks. Come on, snap it, snap it, snap it. There we go. Alright, 4th and inches. We're not going to shoot the clock. We got 19 seconds to score a touchdown. Is this bad clock management? I'm not sure. Call timeout. There's 11 seconds left. That was probably really bad clock management. I don't know why I didn't call timeout sooner. I just felt like we could score whenever we wanted. Nah, let's go, baby! 6 seconds left. I don't know, that might be one of his first rushing touchdowns ever. But there we go, baby. 6 seconds left. You know, the field goal puts us up by 3, or extra point puts us up by 3. Alright, now all we gotta do is kick it off. Don't let them return it. And, you know, potentially avoid a Hail Mary. So what we are going to do is we are going to do a deep kick to the right here. We're not going to put full power on, because we want them to return it. But we want them to return it to a weak side. What is Owens doing? There we go. Now there's only 2 seconds left. They're going to have to, you know, throw it deep. So we're going to hop on Sweat here. Come on, Hooker, pick that, pick that, pick that. There we go. As long as there's no PI or anything like that, game is over. And that stops our 2-game losing streak. We beat the 2-5 Cardinals, 31-28. You know, without the 2 picks, without the interception return for a touchdown, that game's probably a bit more of a blowout. You know, so we did stop their offense a few times, but you know, they definitely got a big jolt of what's the word I'm looking for there? Momentum, sorry. With that pick 6, and then, you know, I think the next drive we went on offense, we scored a touchdown, and then another interception right after that. So 31-28, you know, 2 touchdowns, 351 yards, and 2 picks for Neil Knapp. 63% completion. Clayton Tune, the backup for the Cardinals was 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 70% completion. You know, for a backup, he didn't play bad. I thought he had more yards than that, to be completely fair. But that is where we're going to end it today. I'll show you just a couple stats real quick. He did throw the ball 12 times or 17 times, completed 12, so not horrible. Much better rating than us with our 3 picks. Oh, we had 3. I didn't even realize we had 3. Oh, yeah, interception, return for a touchdown, then the 2 picks on the crossing routes. Yeah, that is correct. He did have 1 interception. Clayton Tune did. That one to end the half, I believe. Rushing wise, Spears, 12 attempts for 39 yards and a couple broken ribs, so he's going to be out for a while. Third, Trey Benson had 10 for 33. Gainwell had 5 for 15 and the fumble, which really helped us out. James Conner had 3 for 11 and a touchdown. Rico Dowdle had 2 for 1. Knapp had 2 for 18 and the game-winning touchdown. Tune also had 2 attempts for 13 yards and a touchdown as well. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope y'all have a good one. Peace.
I'ma always win.